Man, this is my biggest problem with strategists using AI. I think so many negative people have doubted its ability, and I saw it so much in 2023 was strategists get onto it, really smart strategists who I respect would get onto it and they would test it out for, maybe a week, feels like a lot, may have even done less, and then said, nah, GPT is rubbish, never going to replace strategists, never going to be helpful. It just gives you the generic answers. It tells you exactly what strategy you shouldn't be doing or what isn't helpful. It gives you the obvious. Man, they really did a surface level job on strategy on ChatGPT. And I almost feel like, did they have a horse in the race? Are they really maybe intimidated by ChatGPT, or they have to say that to protect against AI? Because that's level one. We get that. Like I went through that hump as well. I was like, okay, yeah, actually, maybe this isn't going to be as helpful as I first thought. But then you got to work past that. And when you get to level two, you realize, hang on a minute, this can be very helpful. And I think what that requires is a really good understanding of strategy and how you get to, and how to ask questions to get to the answers you need. So for me, it was all about jailbreaking ChatGPT to get to insights. And so what I would do is, I knew an insight is a revelation. It's a new way of looking at a problem. And one of my favorite ways to do that is to ask for what are the cliches about this category or the product or the consumers? And then ask, now list, and I always said list 10, because you want multiple answers, because most of what comes back is not good. So list 10 different examples of cliches, then tell me the complete opposite of those cliches, because an insight is a revelation. It's a new way of looking at the problem. And so if you ask for the cliches, that's how everyone sees it. Then you ask for the complete opposite, that's the counterintuitive thought, that's the revelation. And you got to amazing answers. Like, I'll give you an example of a couple. The first one was for Hilton hotels. And I've said this a while, it was like a place that feels nothing like home. Or it was hotels, the cliche was hotels feel like home. And then the negative was a place that feels nothing like home. Amazing. That insight just hits every time. And it's because you're asking for the complete opposite. The other thing that I use it for, that I don't understand how strategists could not see this as helpful, is to help with visual language. Give me more visual ways to describe a product or a strategy. And there's certain words I use all the time. So one of the little hacks that I've got, I'm about to run a little red light because I need to get home quick. Nearly got hit. So one of the ones that I really like to use was creative wordplay. So give it a sentence and then ask, can you write this in creative wordplay to give me another version of this? Amazing what it came back with. One of the examples of creative wordplay that I got was a Gucci dress is like wearing a fine artwork or fine painting. That's fantastic, like an artwork. It's like wearing a piece of art. The reason that's so helpful is because if you think of Gucci, maybe one of the biggest hesitations people have is that it's expensive. And a great way of taking away that expense is to anchor it against something that is really expensive, a masterpiece, an artwork, a fine painting. So it kind of takes away the pressure of it being expensive. So don't listen to the haters on that ChatGPT can't be effective, because one, it's going to be really good for insights. or at least giving you those first ideas that you then have to go validate. And then secondly, it's going to be really helpful as a partner to give you creative language to make your strategy pop just a little bit more, make it more memorable.